guys, as you can see I just received my HEPA cover for Zortrax M200. This channel is usually about figures and transformers, but I do get into some printing from time to time, so this is for you. So this is HEPA cover 200. It's a privilege of living in the same country as Zortrax main headquarters, so let's open it and see what's inside. The box is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, so I wonder if it's somehow compact inside. By the way, these are the two tools that are must have, in my opinion, if you are 3D printing. So this needle here and this knife. So I really recommend that you get some. So let's see what we get inside. So, I need to make a cut here. I will try to keep everything in frame, but it's quite big. So okay, so we are greeted with instructions how to place it. So it should be very easy. The big thing I'm wondering is how to plug the power to the fan. I guess we will see, so I'll put that to the side. So here is how it looks inside, so let's just take this off. So this is the main part. It's a box of accessories, and this is just empty box right now. So let's take a quick look at this part. So this is this thing. Hope I will not cut the plastic under it. So it's one part, as it's not actually one part. This thing is one part, and the walls are glued in, it seems. So I have my Zortrax here, so let's see how it fits just straight from the box. And I think, yes, the cable should be here. So it's quite a nice fit, and it's not as big as I thought it would be, so that's a bonus. But there is one big minus to this that I will tell you. And I don't know if you do this. I have small magnets here, like this, small round magnets, and I use them to hold screws and nozzles or any, these are bearings, any parts that I use with my Zortrax to keep them next to me, so it's quite convenient for me. And this thing, let's open this, let's move the camera back. Okay. So inside we have a bag. Okay, so there's a power adapter here. Okay, so that answers my question. This is a cover for the fan. We have screws. Wonder why it's not connected, but and this is the fan and the filter. So looks like we have a knob here, so we probably can put switch the speed, and these are just to remove the filters. Did I break something? Okay, let's look at the instructions first, so I will not force anything out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I guess we should have followed this. Okay, so we just screw. So this part is holding by screwing that part in. And where is this part? I'm wondering. This cover probably under all this. Yes. Okay, so here's the cover. Very nice. Does it have? Yes, it has magnets, so it should. Okay, so it's sitting not exactly flush. Maybe it's the other way around. Oh, okay, so it's closing this, but I think you cannot see. So it's closed, but in here it's not super flush, but I guess it's still it's easy to remove. It could use some magnets here to hold it so it doesn't fall down, but I guess you can. Whoa, it's so very electric. Okay, so this is the fan. Let's see if we need to do something with this. No, it just tells us to plug it in. Okay, so this is the way you remove the filters. So I will not... Should I do it now? Okay, first I will assemble this and we will see how easy it is to remove the filters. Okay, so like the instruction said, it's easy to put this like this and just put the screws in. So you can just do it by hand, so they are secured in place, and then use this to fasten them. Let's see, so this goes here and we will just, yeah, it should be very easy. So you can do the first part by hand. I hope I'm not doing anything upside down, but it should be okay. Okay, so let me screw this in and we will see what's next. Okay, so it's all screwed in. It was super easy. I rotated the printer so you can look from the side. So this thing catches dust very easily, so you are supposed to just put this like this, and this cable, I know it should be secured by those two parts, but they are not holding anything. So, and also my cable is turned like this, so it's my mistake. But okay, so it's in. It's sitting quite okay. I was expecting this to have a like something. Okay, so there is rubber. Yes, is it? It kind of feels like. I don't think there's any rubber here or anything to secure this connection, so it just sits on. So that I was expecting some foam like rubber material to help keep the temperature, but I guess it's okay. So I will also tell you, Zortrax, dear Zortrax, how you lost a customer for your M200 Plus. So stay tuned. But before I do that, let's see how does this work. So you plug this here. We have a power here. So okay, here it goes. So is it on? Okay, it was on before, so okay, I don't know if you can hear that. It's running. Okay, I can smell the smell of the filter or something. And let's see, this is like 0, and let's see how it sounds when it's. So this is max. I guess I will have to test everything. Okay, so the filter is running right now. Let's turn it off for a second because I want to show you something. Okay, so let's remove this. So the way my setup works is that my printer is sitting quite high. It's above eye level. My eyes are here, so it's very hard for me to reach to the back. So what I do is, here's a filament that I'm using right now. So what I do is, okay, this is the tube that's feeding the filament, and I printed this. I'm not sure who made this part, but it's used to hold your spool like this. But for big prints, I'm sometimes afraid that it will hit this part. So, but anyway, I screwed this to a furniture that's above. So my setup is like this, and this connects here. and this is how everything works for me, and it's very easy to change the filament. It's easy for me, okay? But the new Zortrax 200 has a thing in the back, the 200 plus has a thing here, and you can see it, you can, that checks the filament type and if the filament is stuck. So you have to, from my knowledge, put this thing here. So I was trying to ask the Zortrax people, can I disable this or remove this checker or place it somewhere here, and I got no answer. So at this point I lost interest in the M200 because just it shouldn't take this long for me to get an answer. So I will stick with this one. I was about to buy the new one, but I will stick with this one. But this cover also has this problem. So let's see if we can do something about this. So this is this part. Let's put this in. So there are few ways kind of that you can deal with this. I think you can make a hole here so this thing moves, but it's not really a good thing to make a hole in your new cover, right? So this, by the way, it's if this thing falls or something, it will be very hard to put this back in. So okay, so let me. So this tube is now feeding here. So I will have to get a feeder here, and it will have to go out of the feeder, and I have to buy another tube that will go like this, and finally connect to my spool, and it will feed everything from below. So this is quite troublesome, but for now I think I can manage. I can move this like this or connect the spool so it's feeding like this. So this is okay because this is quite flexible, but this part here, if I cannot disable it, it will be a big bother for me to use it like this. So I didn't get an answer. I assume you can turn it off, but I didn't get an answer, so no, I will stick with my M200. So this is a HEPA cover. I will put this now to my normal setup and see how it looks on its proper place. So here's the cover installed. Sorry about the mess, but you can see this in my setup. So I am feeding this filament from here, and what I did is I glued the end of this tube here, so it now this was moved here. It's holding by a screw and it can rotate, and now it's feeding like this. So I secured it here with the tape. I say screw with the tape, so now I can feed this. It's not ideal, but it will do for now. Also, I had to, because I only had one place for a cable, I had to get this. So now I had to push this, plug this in and push this back, and I'm telling you this because this is everything on. So as you can see, oh, maybe it's too loud, so you won't be able to hear me. So this is very sits very loosely on top, so even a very slight movement makes it move. So it could use some rubber from inside. I don't know why they did not made it so there's a layer of rubber inside, and as you can see, this is not sitting flat. If I push here, this part is it just doesn't sit flat, even if I rotate it like this. There is no, I mean it's closed, but it doesn't look very good. So I don't know if it's just on mine, but this is this is made to look nice, I guess, with all the black look, but actually this look makes it hard to see what you're doing with this part here. Right? Maybe when you're looking from up top it would be better, but as you can see, and I'm telling you that I had to move this because when I opened this, I placed it here and I very slightly moved this part, which made this part slide and fall behind it. Luckily I was able to fish this out with the broom, but I will need to make a habit of putting it here or glue some magnets on top, so like here. So this is the way it looks. It really catches a lot of dust, but I guess it will be worth it. I will start the print and I will see how the smell is. Hopefully I will be able to use this with the window open, so because it's quite hot. So we will see. And I know that I said a lot of negatives about this, I think I did, but just so you know, I really like this company and I'm only saying the bad things because I care about about you, Zortrax. So I don't want you to fail, and this part here, it really annoys me in the new printer. I'm not sure if I will be able to use this setup and nobody answers me, so maybe some of you will answer my question. And I really wish that this kind of printer setup would be something like the system that's on guns, that you can attach a silencer or some kind of new magazines or some kind of scope, so that all those parts can be placed at different places. So it would be really helpful, because this sitting on the back would make it so it wouldn't be possible for me to reach. I would have to put the printer up or down every time, and it's heavy and it just takes time, and this is very easy to inspect the roll and see what's going on. So I hope you will in the future make some kind of adjustments, but for now we will see how this. I noticed that really the smell is staying inside, because even if when I fed the filament inside, I smelled nothing, and when I opened the door it just smell of ABS hit me. So this is it. On this channel I'm showing figures mostly, as you can see, but here are some things that I printed. So this gun is printed, this missile launcher is printed, this missile actually is not, but so these are some parts. This actually is a armor that's mostly printed on Zortrax, only the figure inside that it attaches on is not printed. So if you would like to see more of things that I print on my projects, you can just type in M200 on my channel and you will see. So this is the HEPA cover. I hope this answered most of your questions. For me, the way I print right now, I'm printing a sword for a friend, so this takes a lot of time and is just smelling really bad, and sometimes when I open the window the prints don't come out as good as I would like them to. So this is really a must for me, more for the smell than for the warping, because I have very little warping actually. I see you guys have pictures of warping prints. I only, after, let's see how much hours, 3,721 hours, I only had like 2 warping situations of warping. But I have a second Zortrax that's a version 1 from my friend, and it was sitting much lower, much closer to the ground than this one, and that one had warping. So perhaps when the printer is higher up it helps, I'm not sure, but you might try it. So I've started the print so you can see if there's any noise difference, and this was running for like 10 minutes with the filter, and actually the room smells nice. It's, if you go to a new car and turn on the air condition, this is this kind of smell, like a hermetic environment. So let's see if there's a noise difference, but let's wait to start, for it to start. Okay, so let's see. So the door obviously makes a difference, but how about if we let this? So I I'm not sure if there may be some noise difference, but it can also be this back fan. So let's see. There is slight noise difference. So do it back on. So, and one more thing that I forgot to mention, I do not use this obviously because my filament is here. We will see how well it rolls. So I have a hole in the back, so I don't know if I have to tape over it, if it makes any difference, because there is a hole for the cable anyway, so, but we will see. So this is the Zortrax HEPA cover. I like it, but I could like it a lot more, because this thing, it doesn't bother me that much, but I know it will bother the heck out of some people. But maybe if it will start to work and it will get a bit hot, it will like straighten or something. Perhaps we will see. But for now, I don't smell anything. That's actually great. Let's see inside. Ugh, okay, so it's definitely working. So the smell is gone. We will see after a longer print. The instructions tell you that the higher speed is for more air filtration, and the lower speed is for less warping. So okay, so it's feeding the filament. I hope it will work. So thanks again. This is Zortrax. Zortrax keep making cool stuff, but can just add a bit more to them, make some, just a bit more, and it will be awesome. Okay, so thanks again for watching. If you want to check out my other projects, just type in M200. So there are some printed mostly for figures like this, so but maybe you will be interested. And actually recently I printed those snowflakes that are on Z-glass, and I use Raftaway, that's a program. So if you will be interested how to make those, maybe I will make a tutorial. It's like, it really looks very cool. Like, I don't know how well you can see it, but like snow, like real snow or ice. So thanks again, and see you out there.